Hey, this is Jeff Burke. I'm here with Christine Kuhner, with the director of Ellie's Place. What I wanted to do is highlight Ellie's Place and really get the message out there, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take you through a tour of the facility, all of the backstory of what Ellie's Place has to offer for the community and then beyond for that. So Christine, thank you for allowing us to do this.
Thanks for coming.
So the question I have is, how did Ellie's Place come into existence, and how long ago, kind of the story behind Ellie's Place?
It's an incredible story. So in 1991, Ellie's Place was founded here in the Capital Region. Betsy Stover's and Woody's daughter, Ellie, died. And what they found is their children had nowhere to go for grief support. And so Betsy's like, she grabbed a group of junior league ladies and scoured the country and found the Dougie Center. And the Dougie Center is out on the West Coast, and that is a peer-to-peer support, grief support model that was brought back to Lansing. We started in the basement of the church, and in 2003, we came here to this building. You know, the current statistic in Michigan is 1 in 11 children will experience the death of a parent or sibling before the age of 18. That number doubles by the age of 25. Yeah. 34,000 individuals have utilized our services, all at no cost, because of our community.
So now 34,000, right, people. Hard to even picture what that means. It sounds like a lot, but you shared with me, I'll let you explain it, the Breslin, right?
Think about the Breslin Center.
Right?
It's basketball season, right?
Yep.
That's over double the seating at the Breslin Center has received services here at Ellie's Place.
I personally had a death early on as well, and death of my mom, very early on. I had 2 young kids at the time. They're a lot older now. And I wish I would have known that Ellie's Place was actually something that I could have plugged in and had my children plug in. I think they were 5 and 3 or 7 and 5 at that time. And I didn't realize, because obviously I'm dealing with my own grief, realize they're grieving as well. So this is why I want to share this story and really get it out there to everybody. You just gave us an amazing tour, right? I've toured Ellie's Place many, many times over the years, right? Been a part of Ellie's Place for quite some time as well. I was thinking that we would sit here and just talk, but after the tour, I think that the tour really wraps it all up. So let's go down to where we started, and then we'll bring the tour to you.
Welcome to Ellie's Place. This is our family room. Over here is where our families enter, because before they go into group, they have an opportunity to have a potluck dinner. Because as you can imagine, they've had busy days, and now they're coming in and they're here to talk about their person who died. Our children here are divided by age, from the ages of 3 to 18, although we do have an 18 to 26-year-old group as well. But the 3 to 18 group, a parent or guardian needs to stay on site. They have the opportunity to stay back in the family room for the hour or go to a group room.
Okay, so it brings us to our first room here.
And here is our first room that we call the wiggle room. Words are very important. And here at Ellie's Place, we use concrete words. The person died, not passed away. They died by suicide. They did not commit suicide. So if you come in here, what always stays the same here is the punching bag. Our kids are angry, and that's one of a valid emotion. What we're trying to teach them is how to manage the anger in a safe and healthy way. Here is the preschool kindergarten room, and you can tell the seats are small. That's our 3 to 5-year-olds. I remember just before COVID, we had a new child entering group. And like I said, it's open-ended, so kids may be here for 3 months, 6 months. They decide when to leave. They can either choose to be in the wiggle room or the creative zone. So they get 15 minutes of play, because play is very key to building trust. And in here, you'll see the sandbox. That always stays the same. And you may find in there animals or trucks, but what we also have here are coffins and headstones, because we typically have funerals here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, in simple ways the children can talk about their experience at the funeral, if they got to go or if they didn't get to go. This is a fun room right now, especially right now. It's Candyland. This is our upper L room. What we do here at Ellie's Place is we take some of these games where they can have fun but still do grief work. And let me tell you, as you can look around, the kids love Candyland. They may answer a question of what's their favorite color, or it may be as simple as, did you get to go to the funeral? Here's our upper elementary room, or early elementary room. You can always see the chairs get bigger. With these rooms, you're gonna start to see more journaling, more talking, more art projects.
Okay. How many people, I mean, in these rooms, you know, one day?
There'll be 10 to 12 participants with 3 to 4 facilitators. And our facilitators are our volunteers who work with the kids. They just guide the conversation. They're not answering the questions. The children answer all the questions. Years ago, we had a young girl who asked if she was still a big sister because her brother died. One by one, the kids in the group, well, my dad's my dad, my mom's my mom, and it got around to her, and she answered that question. I'm still a big sister.
And then another room here
is our young adult room. We offer a group for 18 to 26-year-olds. Like I said, this is the one group where a parent or guardian does not come. Obviously, in the Capital Region area, we have a lot of 18 to 26-year-olds.
Yeah.
Remember that statistic is 1 in 11 children experience the death of a parent or sibling by the age of 18. That number doubles by the age of 25.
Another safe zone.
It's another safe zone.
All right, so talking about zones, now we get to go down to the teen zone. All right, so now we're entering the teen zone.
The teen
This
zone.
is so cool. I love the carpet, the colors. It just really makes you smile, right?
You know what? Where do all teenagers want to go?
Yeah.
In the basement.
Yeah.
And before this was opened, they would come down here and play Foursquare. So we knew, and our numbers weren't strong in the teenage. We had a tough time because remember upstairs, there's 3-year-olds. We opened up this zone and our numbers have consistently were full.
Yeah.
This space, this comfort, this in the basement is what the teens needed.
Yeah, no, this is great space. Take me through. So this is just kind of your feelings wall and explaining what this is Ellie's Place is all about.
This is Ellie's Place.
Yeah.
Grief is itself a medicine. When life gets blurry, just focus, take breaks. All of this is Ellie's Place.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This is their chalkboard. They get to write whatever they want. You can see Jenga over there.
Yep.
This is what the older kids will play. Unlike Candyland, they'll play Jenga and deal with their grief. This over here is our art room. The kids will do different art projects and they have a sand tray. And then in here is our middle school room. And what you'll see in here is ocean, because grief comes in waves. So through games and visuals and activities, we give them the tools to manage their grief when they're not here. And you can see over there in the high school room that we're approaching. And again, look at the chairs, different from upstairs. You see an emotion ocean. They've taken the fish and put the feelings, and then they've taken little popsicle sticks and they write what is on their life raft. So they are gonna stop and think, if I have a wave, if I'm out at school and someone says something and I have a grief wave, I actually have thought through what is on my life raft. The other one, you'll see the bridge, the grief bridge. Everybody likes to say, you know, they think it's linear. Well, it's been a year, it's okay, right?
Right.
But that's not how grief works. And once you go through it, you understand it. You may be on the dark side of the bridge, and the next week you might be on the middle. And then you might be on the sunny, it might be better. But then the next week, something happened and you're not.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I mean, I was upside down and did not realize or even think about everybody around me who was standing up or upside down themselves, right? So here, it really points out where everybody else is at, too.
There's
which
connection.
is amazing, right? That's awesome.
This is the graffiti wall. This is a chance where kids can write whatever message they want.
I got choked up with this, right? Because this is all of stuff that I held inside, right? And to actually put it down in writing as you're realizing it, right? And I mean, it's just amazing to have that connection and be able to people to put it down on paper. I didn't even put it down on paper. I just kept it inside. So we can go back upstairs and let's continue the tour.
So parent and guardians have the opportunity to attend their own grief support group, and that's what these rooms down here. These are different from the children because that's by age. Adults are divided by type of death, whether it's a spouse loss group, child loss, significant other, or suicide. They can also choose not to participate in group, and they would stay in the family room.
Then you got the library here.
The library, where we started. This is often the first place our families see. And I showed you some pictures. We recently had it remodeled, and you can see it's not just a library anymore. And it's the largest grief resource library of childhood grief here. We believe in the state. It's so much more. You know, the tree, it has, if a child wants to just cuddle in the tree, they can.
Boy, which takes us right to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it all started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Betsy and Ellie Stover.
I just got to tell you this, and it stuck with me on this whole tour, is this statistic that 1 in 11 children will suffer a death before the age of 18. What's your other outreach? What else? How do you get to the other ones?
You know, we quickly realized as we were continuing to grow that we weren't reaching everyone. And so in 2006, we started partnering with schools. And at this time, we have 90 partnerships with area schools. We partner, we'll take an 8-week course, someone from Ellie's Place and someone in the school will run an Ellie's group for an hour in this school. And this is for middle school and high school groups. We believe this fall or this winter, we're going to have 20 groups. And what I also want people to know is, even if you're not going to use our services, but you have a grief question, you need help with grief, you could call us at 517-482-1315. You can look at our Facebook page, our website, our Instagram page.
Just an amazing organization. And the vision that really created all of this is just amazing. And
it's life-changing.
Yeah, and it's something that really needs to get out to the community. And that's why I wanted to, to highlight you guys and try to get this out to more and more people so they can use more and more of your resources. So I so appreciate your time. And this is amazing, that we put together this story and really kind of tell your story and highlight this in a way that I know it's going to impact life. So thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
And, man.
We couldn't do it without people like you. This is how we reach the community. We work, we're part of the community just like you are, so thank you.